10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Liberty Flames, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Flames will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anger. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Galladay. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. The Flames can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Flames didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Flames want to move quickly. Pushes ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense,
touchdown, Liberty! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. How about that head heads-up play. You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Slater. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll heave it deep. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Quick with the spin move. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Flames will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under fire. Forced out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The short hands. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. Quick step and go. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Flips it out to the back. And they get him down. The Flames racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Makes the grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pressure coming. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete in the middle. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Running back searching for a hole. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner will be brought down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready. If you're a quarterback, then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Works the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Flames are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run deep down the right side. It's caught. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Liberty! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking... everybody thinking run, you back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The run to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Flames in the hurry up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his...
Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Still on his feet.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man on the outside. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Flames moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Wide open downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Flames! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 82.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene. So if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Michigan State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Red Raiders are on the move. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Red Raider! A great catch and run for 6. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 10.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot...
Touchdown, Liberty! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This quarterback part of their running game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Anger. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Give to the back. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab past the marker. Made a defender miss. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They want to throw it. Got his man. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Flames come to the line in the hurry-up. The Flames have it with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Tex going for the goal line. Touchdown, Flames! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
He's got it. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Flames with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's
going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. With the catch, it's Brown. Turning it on to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire. He wants a big play here late. It's a running one. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man downfield. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.